If you thought the battle between AXGB and Anime Pasadena was crazy, well, let me tell you, it's happening all over again this weekend. I'm your brother from another mother, Evil Aniki, and I'm going to warn you guys, I'm recovering from a little bit of a sickness here. I just got back from Dallas, and got a little bit of a sore throat going on. I took a little nap since I recorded my last video, and my voice is just gone now for some reason. But yeah, let's jump into this. So, starting off, we have this new battle going on this weekend between San Diego Anime Con and Anime 619. Now, San Diego Anime Con's been going on for like I think 3, 4 years now, and Anime 619 is brand new to the game. And for some reason, they happen to choose the same exact weekend as San Diego Anime Con, which I think is a bad idea. In general, I think it's bad when conventions go up against each. I think it's great for consumers, but I think it's bad when conventions split up like this because it just means, hey, you want to spend $40 to get into Archon? Hey, you want to spend $40 to get in Archon? And it ends up the consumer spending double the money. But you really have to see, like, are they going to go all out for their con to lure the people over? And in this case, I don't think there's so much competing as much as AXGB and Anime Pasadena were. And we will touch on that in just a second. But I want to just go run through these conventions just so you know what they're offering. So we're going to start up with the one that's already been going on for a few years here. So uh, we have San Diego Anime Con here. Now I've been to San Diego Anime Con, and I looks like I might be going again this weekend. But just letting you guys know, that's not going to affect anything on my personal opinion of this con. Like I'm going to give it to you straight right here, guys. So I will say. This is a hotel con. Hotel cons do tend to be a little bit more party esque, and I think that's means it's going to be a little bit more community based. And we'll see that in a second. But yeah, let's just review what they have to offer. So San Diego Anime Con, how much are we looking at here? What are we looking at ticket prices? Let's see like the hard facts. This is a 3-day con, so it does start on Friday, which is great, and then it ends around Sunday at 6 p.m. And it on Saturday it goes to midnight, and on Friday it goes to 8 p.m. That's great to see. I mean, I'm sure people will be partying later on Friday as well, especially if they have a hotel room. But let's look at their ticket prices here. Looking at the ticket prices, come on, give me the ticket prices. We have on Eventbrite. Come on, we're looking at about $24, maybe 25. No, yeah, $23 on Friday, uh, $29 on Saturday, $24 on Sunday, and then a 3-day pass is going for $60, and a VIP is going for $130. What does a VIP get you? The VIP gets you all access to 3 days. VIP reception Saturday night with Japanese food, mingle with special guests. That's a $70 value, so they're saying. That sounds pretty cool. Preferred seating at panels, preferred seating at cosplay contest. San Diego Anime Con t-shirt, $25 value. Limited edition San Diego Anime Con sticker. Exclusive VIP badge, exclusive VIP poster, exclusive limited edition trading San Diego Anime Con card. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. If you're really into like collecting con memorabilia, this is probably a good package for you. I know there's a lot of people out there who love to collect the booklets. I collect booklets myself from like AX and ALA, and I highly recommend if you're gonna be getting into cons like this. You never know. In 20 years, San Diego Anime Con could be the next Anime Expo, right? Like who knows how big it's gonna blow up, and having that memorabilia could be wild in the future. But let's look at the competition here. How much are their tickets going for? So we got Anime 619. Let's just go straight to their ticketing page, and they're not using Eventbrite. They're using Tixer, Tixr.com. Tixer. I don't even know how to say it. I can't say it with my voice right now, guys. They've got a VIP badge for $177, brother. This is a 2-day event. Oh my god. Oh, what does it come with? What does it come with? VIP perks, early access, 30 minutes, VIP tote, VIP exclusive badge, access to VIP lounge, and VIP fast pass. Okay, that does not explain what any of that means. Does the VIP fast pass work for the signings? Is there like what? Man, that's an expensive tote bag. Oh man, it's $150 plus the $27 for taxes and fees. Okay, The normal 2-day badge price is $66.66. I don't like that number, guys. That's 666. That's kind of wild. 66666. That's kind of wild. That's absolutely wild. But it's $55 and $11 with taxes. That's, man, taxes are killing me, guys. And then it's about $43 on Saturday, and then $37 for Sunday. That's kind of pricey. And then kids, what's this? Kids weekend pass. Kids are 18, about $19. And then they're about $13 per day. Why? What do you mean by kids pass? By the way, it just says kids. What does San Diego AnimeCon have a kids policy? You probably wouldn't want to bring your kids to San Diego AnimeCon. Children under 8 are free, but each child must be accompanied by a paid adult. One free child per adult. Children 15 and under are not allowed to attend the event without a parent or guardian. Okay, so that solves that. So, you know, if you're just looking to, get involved in the community and watch some panels and meet some cosplayers with your kid and take some photos, this is probably San Diego AnimeCon seems like it might be a better option, especially since it's going to be open later, right? I don't know what time the debauchery usually starts around like 8 p.m. for San Diego AnimeCon, so you probably have a couple hours of non-debauchery uh, stuff happening. But let's get into the actual con itself. Let's see what we have. We have panels, right? So San Diego AnimeCon has panels on Friday starting from 4 p.m. And they've got 3 different panel rooms. Some of them are, more interesting to me than others. So they've got beginning in cosplay construction, modern design culture and making of fan books, voice acting 101. And then on Saturday, they have the Cosplay Wrestling Federation, uh, giving yourself anime proportions, how anime sticker culture in the States originated from street drifters in Japan, uh, Gunpla 101, certified the rise of animation in San Diego. And then on Sunday, I started my YouTube channel a year ago. This is what I learned. Name That Tune, Anime Edition. Best anime soundtracks of 2025. And then they also have Anime Jeopardy and Organizing Your Cosplay and Cosplay Accessories. Now, I want to say, I do think San Diego AnimeCon is probably going to be the better option for if you're looking to cosplay and meet other cosplayers. Just because they are also having a cosplay contest, guys. Like, check this out. They're having a cosplay contest on Saturday, so all you need is either a Saturday badge or a 3-day badge to be able to enter. And the winner gets a belt. Look at this, a 2025 San Diego Anime Con belt. Now, that is super, super cool. They have the judges Maka and Suncake and Mooncake, which are a duo, so that's 3 judges, right? And then they have the cosplay contest coordinator, which is REB, the fashionable cupcake. I've met her before. She's super amazing. She's a competitive cosplayer, uh, in the competition scene. So much props to her. And yeah, this is really good. So we're going through this now. If this isn't enough for you guys, there are more things you can do. So there's a game room. I don't know what a San Diego LAN is. Is a group that focuses on social. Okay, so this is like a gaming thing, and this starts at 11 p.m. and goes to 6 p.m. and it's Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so I don't know if this is a bonus event. I'm not too sure. Not my type of thing. They have a Maid Cafe. Oh my goodness, they're having a Maid Cafe. Uh, Parfait Tea Party. Parfait Party. Welcome to a Parfait Party, a San Diego-based Maid Cafe, bringing a touch of Akibahara to Southern California. Let's see here. Do they have tickets? Do we have to buy tickets separate from the main event? They do. You have to buy tickets separately. Let's check availability. Let's see. I'm seeing $50 down here, but that might not be the base price. Usually, Eventbrite just gives you the lowest price at the right off the bat. So let's say I want to go on Saturday. Um, they have 2 time slots on Saturday. What about on Sunday? Do they have 2 time slots as well? They have two. So they have 2 time slots each day. Oh no, some of the slots are sold out. It looks like maybe. I don't know. Because they have 10:30 and 1, and then on Sunday they have 10:30 and 1. Wait, did I say? Oh no, for some reason I was thinking I saw 1:30. Okay, so no, they have 2 time slots each day, and the sessions are an hour and a half. VIP is $75. Half table, which is 3 seats, is $50. A full table uh, is $50. I'm confused. And then they have a Checky add-on for $18. What is this? What do you mean by uh, get? Okay, so the VIP guests in the VIP will receive front row seating and a selection of drinks. I don't know what a horse divorce is. Oh, it's a small. So you get a small dish. You get a small dish and a selection of drinks, and then for the half table, 3 ticket bundle for small parties includes one tea tower and a selection of drinks. Note your party can be smaller than three, but guests are required to buy all 3 tickets to reserve a half table. To buy all ticket. Okay, so it's not $50 for a three seat. You have to buy. Oh, so you have to. Okay, it goes in orders of three. So it's $150 for a half table, and then it's $300 for a full table. Uh, the full table comes with 2 tea towers and a selection of drinks. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Would you, this is, I'm not a big Maid Cafe type of person. This seems about right. I think $50 is about normal for a price seat for for a Maid Cafe. I will say it's weird that the VIP do the VIPs sit alone? Like what's going on here? What is this? What I don't know how I don't know. I don't want to know. Here are their staff on duty. Okay, super kawaii. Uh, oh, and here they got more here: food, tea, coffee, blah blah blah. And they got more details here. But that is not all. If you're looking for more late night shenanigans, they have karaoke with Lamar the Con Guy going from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., so midnight. And that basically means this is after the con's over, there's going to be a bunch of drunk people and people just having crazy shenanigans going on in the karaoke room. Usually that's how it goes. Last time I was there, they had like a band performing or something at the same time. Yeah, so they have a pandemonium from 8:30 to midnight. It's going to be pandemonium because they're a red panda. Our Saturday evening after hours programming will include this dance and concert as the main event. We will have a special performance by hip hop sensation Alan Z, followed by DJ set by con artist to keep you all dancing all night. If you have a ticket for San Diego Anime Con, that includes a special concert and dance party, Pandemonium. So here's Alan Z, and then here is Con Artist. He's got like a whole video up. Oh my goodness. Um, okay. He headlined a U.S. tour in 2022. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. He's performed at the Atlanta Korean Festival, MomoCon, BlurredCon, Chorus, Korean BBQ Festival, Viet Fest, K-pop All Night, Tan Asian Festival. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what else do they have? They have can we see some of the featured artists they're having maybe? Okay, and they have all the artists listed here. This is super good to know. Usually there's a lot of room for people to be selling stuff, so I'm sure there's going to be even more than this as well. Shout out to the homies. Uh, but let's look at the competitor now. So we're gonna go over to uh, Anime 619. Now, Anime 619 is only a Saturday and Sunday con, and it's a little bit more on the pricier side. That's what we kind of figured out, right? So, yeah. So if tickets for San Diego Anime Con are roughly around, uh, you know, $30 a day. This one was what, like 40, right? This one, I'm gonna be honest, their website's pretty bare bones. They're a new their new anime convention. This is the first time they're happening, and they happen to just choose the same weekend as San Diego Anime Con. I think that's pretty shitty on them. I'm not too sure why they did that. Maybe it's just the time slot worked out for them, or maybe it's the convention center trying to be pushy. I don't know. But if you scroll down to the bottom, it says celebrity signings, exhibitor hall, cosplayers, and panels and workshops. They don't list any of the exhibitors on the website. That is kind of unfortunate. And then they don't list any of the panels either, and they don't list any cosplay competition either. So I don't know really what they're going to have, and they definitely don't have a maid cafe or any stage shows. They do have a very wide range of voice actor guests, so I do think that is going to sort of be where they put a lot of their time and effort into. Now, if you do go to their Instagram, you can find out that they are having some panels here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So they are having some panels. So on Saturday they're having a My Hero Academia panel, a Hell of a Boss panel, a One Piece panel, Demon Slayer panel, and an Overwatch panel. And then on Sunday they're having a solo leveling panel, a Dragon Ball Z panel, a Sonic panel, a Kagura Sama Love is War panel, and then a Behind the Mask panel. Now I will say some of these panels, most of these panels, all of these panels are basically based on the voice actors. So if you're not into the voice actors, it's probably not going to be much for you there. But a lot of people do love the voice actors, so this is probably really good for you if you're part of that crowd. I will say some of these panels are just like listed as one person, so maybe there's going to be a few people joining them that they haven't listed. That's usually how it goes. A lot of people show up to like do these panels with these celebrities, these voice actors who don't really necessarily want to get listed. So maybe a few extra people might show up. That's just my speculation, because it's really weird to have a panel with just like one person. Like the Overwatch panel with Lucy Pohl. Like that's why is it one person? That's so weird. I'm sure there might be someone more who like jumps in, uh, if they feel like it. Maybe they like they say, hey, would you like to host this panel? And they get confirmation from one person, and then it really depends on if that person, maybe the other people are having signings going on, uh, or they're just gonna attend as a guest and they might show up. Who knows? Um, but some of the comments here on their section is the Artist Alley vendor list going to be up soon? Uh, they mean the exhibitor hall. Yeah, there's no exhibitor hall list yet. How much do the signings cost? Depends on talent. These are all just people talking in their comment section. Uh, I have a question about tickets and how to hand the out. Please DM me, a high school teacher taking anime club to the convention. They fundraised for this. Uh, okay. They have some stories here. Let's see what they got in the stories. It's just voice actors. Okay. Wait, who is this? Meet William Corky. Oh, it's Tails. Okay, so he's a Tails voice actor. Okay. Um, yeah, and they don't really list anything about vendors. They don't list anything about a cosplay contest. They only list voice actors. I think that's kind of a detriment to them. I'm going to be honest, guys. If we learned anything from the AXGB versus Anime Pasadena battle that happened this past, week, it's that the community and the people who, the name brand of your con are not necessarily the same. So AXGB really, survived by just based off their name. A lot of people saw, oh my God, it's AXGB. It's an anime expo for 1/10 the cost. Because I mean, tickets were like $20 at one point, and normal anime expo was like $200 at sometimes. So it's like 1/10 the cost of anime expo, right? So that's why it brought out a lot of new people, a lot of younger people, a lot of people who were just there to experience the vibes, and then a lot of the actual community and the cosplayer community and photography community and people who enjoy going to conventions and are part of the it crowd. I'm not going to say it crowd, but like people who are just in the know of like the drama and like to stay up to date with things. A lot of them went to Anime Pasadena. That was just my perspective. AXGB also did fly out a lot of people, and they put a lot of work into getting cosplayers from around the country to come and work in their husbando cafes and all that jazz. But uh, this is a little bit different. Anime 619 is not doing a husbando cafe. They're not really trying to promote any cosplay activities. They're not really trying to promote anything other than their signings and their voice actors. And I think it's kind of a detriment to themselves. I do think what's going to end up happening is you're going to get a lot of people who maybe want to go to this event to just get signatures. A lot of those Funko Pop signature people are probably going to go there just to get the signatures. And then the San Diego Anime Con, that's probably going to be where most of the actual anime community goes. A lot of the cosplayers, and because they're going to have a cosplay competition. Cosplay, yeah, they're having the cosplay competition. So everyone who wants to like, because the big thing with with anime conventions and cosplay competitions is that people want to like get recognition. And San Diego Anime Con has a pretty it's pretty big with the cosplay community. There's like when I went, there was some really amazing handmade cosplays. So I definitely think the cosplay competition is just going to be so much bigger than than you guys realize. I'm hyping it up, but that's usually how it goes. Now, I do think there's room for both of these cons, but I do think Anime 619 for the price point and for what it's offering is really lacking. I do think they could have, pushed for more stuff at their event. No exhibitor list, no artist alley list, no cosplay competition. Their panels are all voice actor based. It's a little cringe. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not I'm not a big fan of like voice actors in general. Uh, I like them. I just don't, I don't feel the need to run out and see the same people at every event every single time. And I do think, San Diego is sort of an untapped market as far as, voice actors go. But we'll see what happens, in the long term. Let me know down in the comments below which of these two conventions you're going to and which, you're excited for. I think a lot of people, if they do go to one con, they might like, if they do go to Anime 619, they may, some of them may just go to San Diego Anime Con to party into the night. I think that's a real possibility. I also think a 3-day con versus a 2-day con. 3-day con is always going to be more desirable to me, and it's also at a hotel. So if you're looking to get away from things and be with people, that's really good. I do think maybe there's going to be a lot more locals who just want to get signatures and not really party and just focus on getting their Funkos or comics or whatever they want to get signed. That may be a big draw for Anime 619. We will see after this weekend because this battle is starting on Friday with San Diego Anime Con kicking things off. I think at like 3 p.m. is when they start, 3 or 4 p.m. But we'll see, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts after the conventions. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.